let's give everyone a second just to raise their hands. All right, we will get started with Ohm.
Hey, Doc. The Toronto Raptors this morning discussed the possibility of not playing their game against Boston because of what happened with Jacob Blake and Kenosha. And Michael Malone expressed frustration today that coaches and players are really kind of, as much as they want to fight for social justice, unable to really do it from the bubble. I'm wondering what you're feeling this morning in your team and if you guys talked about it at the morning shoot-around.
Yeah, we talked about it more individually based. I'm going to just wait until after the game. I think it's smarter.
Next, we'll go to Jovan.
Hey, Doc. This season, you guys were one of the best teams defending the paint, and in the playoffs thus far, you guys have been one of the worst. What has been the thing you've seen that's you guys have struggled the most with from the regular season to the playoffs?
Really just guarding the ball. And I'll just say that in a nutshell, just keeping the ball in front of us. Pick and roll D has not been great either, but really just keeping the ball in front of us at the end of the day.
Mark in the bubble.
Hey, Doc. There have been a few players that have shared, their experiences dealing with police and all that. And I was just wondering, what perspective can you share, given your background, also the fact that your father was an officer?
Yeah, I'm going to wait till after the game. Watching that video obviously was disturbing to everybody. I hope you don't have to be black for that video to have disturbed you or anyone else. And so I just thought I would wait, because we got to do our jobs too, right? And it is so disturbing, it just distracts me. So I'm going to wait till after the game.
Next, we're going to go to Tomer.
With all the pressures that come for a championship team, and I know you guys take one game at a time, but does this sort of feel like a tie game?
I have no idea what you just said.
I said, considering the pressures that come with winning a championship, and I know you guys take one game at a time, but does this feel like a do or die game for you guys?
No, every game does. I don't even know where that question is coming from, so don't understand no. Every game in the playoffs is you look at it like do or die, so I'm not sure where that question's coming from.
Next is Nikki. Nikki?
Scared them off.
Okay. We will go to Cam.
Hey, good evening, Coach. I got a schematic question for you. Would you kindly explain your switching philosophy, if you would, if that's not asking too much? I would understand it if you have 5 Kawhis or 5 Paul George on the floor, but from Kawhi to Reggie Jackson, I'm wondering, does that take away from the personal responsibility of the player to kind of man up against the guy who's in front of him?
I'm not going to explain our philosophy. I'll just fax it over to Rick Carlisle for you, so he can have a great idea exactly what we're doing every time. Let me just say again that we have not executed what we've been trying to do for the most part, and then I'll just leave it at that.
Next is Miriam.
Hey there, Doc. Just a quick check-in on Pat. I don't know what you could say, but it looks like he was getting some run pregame and wanted to see if he was feeling any better.
Yeah, I know he's feeling better. I saw him running in shoot around. I think he's doing some running now. So my guess is he's getting closer, but I can't tell you how close is,
We'll go to Joe in the bubble.
Doc, I saw what you said yesterday about being disappointed that your guys didn't have a sense of urgency.
2 days ago.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure that Kawhi is that guy. So who would be a guy in your locker room or a couple guys that should be bringing that?
Do I have to answer that? I mean, you think I'm going to just start writing out my players?
I didn't ask.
Okay. Well, we're a team. And so we all do it as a group, and so when the urgency means team urgency. You get that?
Yeah, I get
Okay.
that.
All right, next we're going to go to David.
Hey, Coach. Paul George is going through some trouble. Do you have any special message for him?
No, just shoot a lot and just keep being him. You know, really, my guess, and I've been through it as a player as well, that you probably get so much advice. I can't imagine in this day and time when everybody can reach you. You know, when I was a player and you struggled, you would get the phone calls, but you only had one phone in your house. You didn't have a cell phone. It was awesome. You can just not answer the one phone. I can't imagine in this day and time with social media, with just there's so many ways that guys can get access to your players. I can't imagine the advice he's probably getting. So I hope he's not listening.
Brad in the bubble.
You guys have had so many injuries and everything else. You're not going to feel sorry for another team, but no Porzingis tonight.
Yeah.
Is that a change?
No, that doesn't affect us at all. I mean, but listen, everyone does. We have ours with Pat, and it's a shame. You know, there have actually been more injuries overall, not just our team, but a lot of teams. You know, than I actually thought it would be. I thought, I know why I probably thought that. It's just with all the rest. But you know, when you factor in all the months off, you know, I saw Dame go down yesterday. I hope he's okay, because that would be an obvious blow. So, you know, when you're in the playoffs, you actually really want everybody to be healthy and just duel it out.
Chuck Cooperstein.
Hey, Doc. Obviously, this may be easier said than done, but do you feel a need at all to try to get the ball out of Doncic's hands more earlier in the shot clock, and then just try to find a way to make sure he doesn't get it back?
Well, that would be great. That's just so easy. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. No, I do think a guy like him has to get just different looks, but if it was that easy, and I say this all the time, that being a wise but they wouldn't be stars. If that's all you had to do was get it out of his hands and deny the ball, you wouldn't have never heard of Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and any of the other great ones. I wish it was just that easy.
All right, I have no more questions for you, Doc. Thank you.
All right, guys. Take care.